Hello and welcome to Mint. I'm Joel Rebello, and today we are going to speak of Reliance Communications, the flagship telecom company of the Anil Ambani Group. We have Bhuma with us today, and we'll talk about the high debt levels that RComm has got and what the company is doing to actually power its debt, and what has it gone through in the last 4 years or so. Bhuma, what are the problems that RComm is facing currently?
Well, RComm has had a difficult time finding investors for its assets, and that has been going on for some time. They've made various attempts at various points of time, most notably in the last 4 years, where either their tower business under Reliance Infratel or their undersea cable business under Flag Telecom has not found as many takers or at a valuation that they would have liked them to come in. So in 2008, they tried listing Reliance Infratel IPO, but that was held back because of, as the company says, bad macroeconomic conditions, uncertainty. Since then, they've been looking for various strategic investors, and names have been swirling in terms of American Tower Company. More recently, the private equity players Carlyle Blackstone is supposed to be looking at it. But so far, nothing has come off the block. It's still something that the company says is going on. We haven't seen much action. And more recently, on Friday last week, they decided to pull off their IPO for Flag Telecom as well, again citing unfavorable economic conditions, saying they'll come back when they find better valuations to unlock the assets. There's been a series of things in which they haven't found a very enthusiastic response from the investors.
So these are the failures which we are talking about. But what is the company doing? Surely they'll have to.
I would call them challenges, not failures, because these things tend to change over time. They don't find takers now; they might find takers later. So it's a changing matrix. In terms of what the company is doing, they tell me that they are constantly evaluating options for Reliance Infratel, the tower company. They're awaiting regulatory certainty. Once that comes through in telecom sector as a whole, they might benefit. As global situation changes, they might go in again for a Flag Telecom IPO. And they mentioned that how a lot of the trouble is to the sector at large. The whole sector is debt laden. Various companies have various levels of debts. Then the 2G license cancellation took a bad turn for the tower company's business. They had trouble finding takers on that front. So they're seeing a lot of macroeconomic conditions, sort of regulatory issues on the whole have made things slightly testy for them. Meanwhile, they've been depending on various other sources of debt that they say are kind of helping them tide over things.
The Chinese banks are taking a new interest in this company. Tell us more about
Yes, that's exactly what I meant, Joel, when I was saying that they're looking at new avenues of financing. So in the recent past, most likely from 2009, last 3-year pattern, they have increasingly dependent on financing, loan financing from Chinese banks. And I'm told that now their exposure stands at over 5 billion, possibly the largest for any Indian group right now.
Just from Chinese banks?
Just from Chinese banks in the last 3 years. And they say that they are willing to lend them more. The exposure could go up over time.
So debt is a problem, but they are again substituting that debt with taking more debt from Chinese bank. Will that solve the problem?
There is a school of thought that it's not exactly solving a problem, that the whole idea of coming up with the Flag Telecom IPO and finding takers for Infratel was substitute debt with equity. Since that has not taken off for the time being, they are getting more debt from Chinese banks, and they say there is no cause of concern for the company, simply because the funds are coming for a longer term, 8 to 10 years, a huge duration to it, and it's favorable rates of interest and it's project financing. So the company has reiterated its business as usual. They have new huge payouts lined up, and the debt will be taken care of in time. So they say that that's not something people should be worried about.
There we have it. Reliance Communications, debt laden, looking at Chinese banks to raise more money. Equities issues have not gone through in the last 4 years or so. But we'll be keeping an eye on this stock and this company because it's one of the largest telecom companies in India today. Thank you.